It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Tyson Campbell,
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the double.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 4 catches, 51 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua, he's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. The 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to pass. Tua. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Driving started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They go play action here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Vikings at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 42, second down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 18 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week. And then nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve.
It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw again. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check right, opposite, green, yellow, black.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's caught by Trimble. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Robinson up the middle. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go
touchdown, T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. On 2nd and 7, Tua. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to throw now on first down. The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Watson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Tua. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with one of the better divisional rivalries around. Kansas City in the Mile High City to take on Denver. And that one so far deadlocked at 17 in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Deontay Johnson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got to the half with the lead over the visiting Cowboys. The Cards trying to hold on and claim victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gudden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter.
On the set. Ryan, on the ball, on the ball.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Quickly to Hawkinson. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down into half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll start here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Past the 20. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 2 and now on 1st down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Tua. Going right back to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Tua to throw again. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That caught by Trimble. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Judy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Number 86. He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Number 38. 52 blaster. Ready?
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tommy Trimble, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Again, it's Robinson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Minnesota, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now.
got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan. Take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
Chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weeds. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.